I don't think I'm that good looking. And I think I'm too tall. I think I look like a lanky giraffe.
What?
Yeah.
A lanky giraffe?
Stupid giraffe walking around and with glasses stumbling over his own big feet.
And you're probably 190?
Exactly.
It always is like the grass is greener concept, you know?
That's true.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show today. My name is John Drummond, or Yang Haoen.
Hello, 大家好，欢迎各位再度来到 NG 英文，我是 Angela。
I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. We have a great episode for you today with my good friend Walter Rooks.
真的希望大家在这个疫情期间都健健康康。那今天呢，我们的来宾 Walter 是一位来自美国的声音演员哦。
My guest today is American and has been living in Taiwan for about 2 years now. He is an actor, a voice actor, podcast host, a lover of culture, people, and language, and so much more. So everyone, please welcome my good friend, Walter Rooks. Woo!
Thank you so much. Great to be here.
My man, you are a man of many talents. You wear many hats.
That's more appropriate, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
You do so many cool things, and something that I just love about you is you are constantly evolving. You're constantly pushing yourself into new spheres of knowledge, of growth, and constantly getting yourself out of your comfort zone.
True.
But I wanted to start with giving a little shout out to our friend who introduced us.
Yes.
Shout out to Thor,
Exactly.
a.k.a. Tony.
Yes.
He introduced us because you guys were doing a little commercial together. Is that correct?
That's correct. We were doing for a GoFundMe project, a mini film, and it was awesome.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So acting, voiceovers, coaching, defense contractor.
Yes.
Man, you are many things. But if you can, do you mind, Walter, giving our audience here on NG Ingwen a little introduction? So who is Mr. Rooks?
From a small town called Oak Ridge, Tennessee. They call it the Secret City. I'm just a guy that I've always wanted to do something. And I read one time where if you keep your mind engaged, it keeps you younger.
Ooh.
And I'm 51 and I'm trying to stay younger. So yeah, that's me, just someone who's from the States, from Tennessee, but I always had an affinity for other people, for diversity, and for meeting new people and trying new things and new cultures. And that's pretty much, that sums me up. I guess a man of the people. I never thought of that, but that just came to my mind.
You are a man of the people, a future politician, if we can bring the people back together.
That would be awesome.
But oh man, but yeah, nice sum up from the Secret City in Tennessee, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Yeah, look that up if you guys have a chance. It's a wild place, very Area 51.
Definitely. Yes.
In Roswell. But cool, man. I would love to start kind of with your desire and interest now to push yourself into the acting and the voiceover realm. So what to you is your kind of main motivation for getting yourself more involved with acting and voiceover work?
I say my primary motivation is to be more self-sufficient. If I were a voiceover actor, and many people are, they're in business for themselves. And as an actor as well, but it allows me to be heavily involved with people. And I just like that interaction. And as well as the fact that I think my voice is decent. Even from a young age in church, they used me for something. So why not maximize the gifts you have? You may have one gift. Use it. That's what I try to do.
I love that, man. And, you have a beautiful voice and you are handsome.
Oh,
you. So I think you have entered the right sphere. So
I'm glad of that.
Yeah, I man to man, I'm proud to say I can, you're a good looking guy.
Thank you.
So
I like that.
I hope you can and hone in on those skills and become more self-sufficient, as you said.
I will try. The fact that you said that, words are so powerful, and that really helped me because I don't think I'm that good looking, and I think I'm too tall. I think I look like a lanky giraffe.
What?
Yeah.
A lanky giraffe?
Stupid giraffe walking around and
man,
with glasses stumbling over his own big feet. But some people like giraffes. So
I love giraffes. And I think, it's something you just said, though, that is so interesting because as I'm a bit shorter. I'm about 175 cms, and you're probably around 190, would you say?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. And I think it always is like the grass is greener concept,
That's true.
Yeah, but I love how you are so still humble and still you're still a man of the people. You're not getting this ego of like, yeah, damn right, I'm handsome.
yeah. Once I look in the mirror, it humbles me. So I wake up some mornings like, what is this?
I know that feeling. Awesome, Walter. Well, I love that. I think you've entered the right sphere, and you've been doing a lot of voiceover training recently. Is that correct?
Yes, getting training from a guy named J. Michael Collins, and he's award-winning, but he gives you direction as if you're like on set and teaches you the subtleties and the nuances of the power of your voice, and it has really been a help. And in the end, he'll do a really good demo for you as well, and so it's really good. There is a niche there. Even though people are trying to go to automated, the human voice is so much more needed and powerful.
I agree. Yeah, it still that kind of has that human touch in a way.
Yes.
Can you share any tips that you've learned along the way? As you're speaking to someone who's on radio,
right.
I probably should know a little bit more about my voice.
I'll tell you, one of the most interesting things he told me when reading just regular dialogue is if you ever see how a dog will get distracted by a squirrel here or a bird there, when you're reading dialogue, sometimes you read a sentence this way and slightly change it. You may dip, you may go flat, you may get excited, and that keeps people's mind engaged. So they don't just zone out. You're like doing this one way, then hey, and you just change the tone, and it really helps to keep people interested.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, changing your inflection as you're going.
Exactly.
I love that. I think for me, I naturally do that because I get excited by other people.
That's good.
I love hearing their stories and things that excite them, and then I pick up on that energy. So if you were just here talking like this, Mr. Rooks, then
it would kill me.
Yeah, maybe a time and place for that, but not sure where.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself maybe going with the future of Walter Rooks? Maybe do you have a vision for 2022 and beyond?
Yes, I would like to be able to maybe set up, like, let's just say, for lack of a better word, satellite offices. Not that I'm some gigantic organization, but to help people really do what they want to do. Maybe help people help other people. But like I said, the ultimate goal is to be self-sufficient, so that I can detach from working for the man, as they say, but be able to take care of myself. And I like to give. I'll help people out. But the most important thing, I really just like, the word just came to me, being an influencer. Not like Instagram and stuff, but a real influencer where people say, yeah, this helped me. I can do this. And that's my future goal, to do my own thing and be able to help people do their own thing too. Nothing in that. I'm not trying to be rich, though rich would help, but I'll keep that there. So
I like it. And it's something you're creating actionable steps for people in the future by setting up these satellite offices, as you call them. I like that.
Yes.
You give people the step-by-steps for what worked for you, as you are living proof of this.
Exactly.
It's not like you're just coming out here and talking about it. No, you're actually doing it.
Yeah, I lived through it. And one thing I've always said, if you're going to do something, do it. And also,
just do it.
That's right. Just do it. And Nike had it. But also, you'll be your biggest critic or your greatest encourager. It's almost like flipping a switch, and you can change your whole mentality. Sometimes getting out of the bed takes me, all right, just get up. And I do it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Nice little quote there. To sum that up, I want to make sure we hone in on that. What it's not just do it now, that's Nike, but you're saying if you're going to
do something, do it now, because no one else is going to do it for you. That's the thing. If you're going to do it, do it. And you'll find out as you do a little bit, John Maxwell said the law of momentum. Yeah. The more you keep doing it, you'll get, okay, it's a little bit easier. You'll step back sometimes, but there's an ember of hope inside of you that'll make you'll see someone doing what you're wanted to do, and you'll start doing it again.
Yeah.
So never lose hope. Even when you lose hope, it's coming back.
Very, very nice words there, Walter. And I wish you nothing but success with that. I'm grateful that we got a chance to meet, and if there's any way I can help you in the future, please let me know.
Okay.
刚才在节目一开始的时候，他们有提到来宾是一位声音演员。那这所谓的声音演员，他的英文说法，不知道刚才大家有没有听出来嘞？就是 voice actor。 好像平常动画电影啦，或是电动游戏里面的角色，他们讲话的时候，就是声音演员在幕后配的声音。那另外有一种很类似的叫做 voice over。好，这种它比较像是念稿子当旁白录音的形式，比如说我们常看电视广告上听的那些介绍，就是叫做 voice over。不过还有一种配音，我们也一起学一下 dubbing。好，这种指的是外语电视电影的一种把原文发音配成其他国家当地的语言，好，让当地人比较好理解这样子。那就像这样说的，我们来宾他的人生非常精彩，扮演着各式各样的角色。除了刚刚讲的声音演员以外，他也有做过其他好几种工作。其中我觉得最特别的就是 defense contractor， 好，就是帮保卫国家的军队配给武器。我觉得超酷的耶，活了这么多年，今天竟然有幸在这个茫茫人海之中认识到这样一位大哥，实在是对，要跟你们补充一点的就是刚才有没有听到 Walter 说他是来自美国中部 Tennessee 田纳西的一个叫做 Oak Ridge 橡树林的小镇，而且这样还说那里跟外星人第51区很像，整个是非常的神秘。为什么嘞？因为那里其实是在第二次世界大战期间第一颗原子弹的诞生地。好，当初政府为了要保密，就把整个地区从平民小镇村变成一个神秘度爆表的军事基地去研发原子弹。这里刚才他们是没有提到的，是我跟大家分享一下啦。有兴趣的话呢，待会可以上网查查曼哈顿计划或是田纳西橡树岭镇的相关资讯，保证让你目瞪口呆。好啦，没有见仁见智，是我这个井底之蛙是颇为震惊的，觉得学到很多新知识。好啦，我们赶快继续回到刚才的访谈内容。他们提到 Walter 配音工作的时候，不是也提到彼此的外形吗？然后这样说他觉得 Walter 又高又帅，但是 Walter 觉得自己好像有点太高了，跟长颈鹿一样。那在这边他说自己像长颈鹿的时候，用了这个字 lanky， 就是我们用来描述手长脚长瘦瘦高高的那个样子。另外这边还有一个片语，我们也给它学起来吧。 The grass is greener。好，字面上直接翻成中文的话，意思就是草比较绿，听起来好像也没什么。不过这是它的缩写版啦，完整一点的话呢，会是 The grass is always greener on the other side， 就是另外一头的草永远比较绿，就是我在形容我们中文常讲的外国的月亮比较圆这样子，别人的都比较好。像这样就是羡慕 Walter 的身高，但反而 Walter 自己觉得太高了，跟长颈鹿一样。还没完哦，还有一个我也想来跟大家分享的是 sphere， S-P-H-E-R-E。 好，这个字如果我们现在是在上数学课的话呢，可以大概理解成是圆形球体的意思，但是在这边它表达的是领域，好，或是什么什么圈什么什么界，像演艺圈、演艺界、音乐界这样子。好，所以这样说 Walter 他has entered the right sphere， 就是在表达他进入配音界是来到了对的地方这样子。再来他们不是继续聊配音的工作，聊一些 Walter 他跟志明老师受训的经验分享吗？讲到说在录音的时候要放情绪，要放感情进去，听的人才会比较可以 engage， 好，才可以感同身受，比较可以融入。不然如果只是平铺直述的念的话，那真的会很无聊很无聊。这边他用片语 to keep someone engaged 来形容让某人可以融入，好，可以一起被带到整个情境里面。不过其实不只是像他在配音的时候需要让听众可以 engage 在其中，我们学校老师在上课的时候同样也需要用方法去 keep the students engaged， 好，就是让底下学生可以一起参与，一起进入到课程里面这样。那在他们讲完这部分之后，接着提到的是未来 Walter 他想要做的事情，好，他一些未来的目标。虽然已经过了天命之年51岁了，但人生目标永远不嫌多嘛，对不对？不然就会活得有点漫无目的。不过大家刚才有听出来他的目标是哪些吗？有没有听到说他想要弄一个 satellite office 这个卫星，然后做一个有影响力的人，帮助大家做他们想做的事。这边他指的 satellite 卫星不是我们真的生活中看到的那一些 那个卫星哦，而是一种比喻啦齁，就是期许自己可以像卫星台那样子收发资讯，帮大家达到心目中的目标这样。好啦，那这段内容就先在这边告一段落，我们赶快继续来听下半段的分享吧。
If we can transition a little bit to maybe a little of the backstory of Walter Rooks. So you are Walter Rooks, 007, international man. You have lived all over the world through being a defense contractor. So what would you say, let's say, in the past 10 years, where have you been?
The past 10 years, I have been to Kuwait in the Middle East, a small country. If you remember the Gulf War, Kuwait, Iraq, that's where that happened. Kuwait, Dubai, Afghanistan, Ethiopia, and hey, Taiwan. These are the places I've been and have experienced other people and other cultures. And I learned to respect them just like we expect people to do when you come to your country. Respect their culture. And it opens the door as well. That's what I like. When people see you just trying to learn and be involved and be a part of it, it breaks down certain walls and barriers. And that's what I've enjoyed. So even in high school, in Oak Ridge High School, it was very international. Most of the students, or a great majority of them, their parents were from Asia, from China, from South Korea, and they were scientists. And so many of my classmates were very diverse, mainly from Asia and India.
Yeah, very, very nicely said, because I remember a lot of my classmates were also under that kind of umbrella. From Asia, first immigration parents, and, very respected in their cultures, and trying to come to America at that time to deal with all kinds of prejudice and racism and all the things that, we all struggle with. And I just remember having my first best friend was Filipino. Oh, wow. And shout out to Shane Pamantuan and his family. And just, I remember going to eat a meal with them and just, they would share their food and their culture and a little bit of their language. And I think that was kind of the amber, as you say, to kind of open my curiosity to the world. And as you've now made your way to Taiwan, you've been here for about 2 years, is that correct?
Yes.
And so can you share a little bit about your journey here in Taiwan?
When I first arrived in Taiwan, I was like, this is amazing. One thing I learned, I had to quickly learn the language because people weren't, as we think English is the international language. Sometimes, but sometimes people, they feel better speaking our own language. So I had to adjust myself and learn Chinese or Mandarin, as one girl told me, as we go along. But I really enjoyed the youthfulness of Taiwan. And it kind of reminds me of London. People have their own little style going. I was in London. People, they embrace their individuality. And Taiwan, I really love the youthfulness here. Seems like a lot of millennials, a lot of younger people, but they're very receptive, warm, nice, and welcoming, and they'll try to help you along, which I really appreciate that. So when I arrived in Taiwan, I was at the hotel. They treated me like royalty. So I stayed at a hotel for a week before I got my apartment. They were awesome. They let me have a book out of the hotel. They were feeding me. I'm like, this is where I may die. And so I really enjoyed the people of Taiwan and how they embraced foreigners, so to speak.
Yeah, man. And that's something that is a beautiful reminder, too, to me, because I was like, it was something about that youthfulness and generosity of sharing, whether it's a book or a meal, or just help along the way,
Yes.
I think something in Taiwan is with the Taiwanese is so pure like that. Awesome, man. So you were saying something that you've noticed throughout your travels, and here specifically in Taiwan is having a little bit of that language practice. Yes. And so how has been your Mandarin learning journey this far?
It has been exactly as you said, a journey.
Hey.
I started off going to shout out to Taipei Learning Institute. In Taichung. I would go there, and I would drive there, but I got tired. I would get off work, go there 3 times a week, and I had one particular teacher, and I asked her, hey, can I just have private lessons? Because I found out you teach private lessons, and I can just not drive all the time, and you can drive. And so I hired her, and I've been taking Mandarin for at least a year and a half. And so she comes, and it's good because I learn I found out that I know more than I think I know, especially when in a pinch and I have to concentrate and begin to regurgitate small sentences. And people are so receptive. I'll tell them, hey, my Chinese is not so good. And they'll respond, my English is not so good. I'm like, no, your English is han hao. It's very good. And it makes it easier.
Yeah.
And they begin to, we'll work this out. So that's what's kept me taking or continuing the lessons in Mandarin. Sometimes I want to give up because I'm like, geez, I got enough things to think about. I'm 51. I don't want to learn anymore, but I keep at it. And she's pretty too. So.
Hey, there's the truth. I like that. Shout out to Tai Zhong and your Mandarin tutor.
Yes.
And I think that's so pure too of what you're saying is, you know, you all really are living proof too that you continue to just do what you say. And you know, there might not be so many motivational factors at 51 to be like, why do I need to learn Mandarin?
Yes.
But you know what? You're trying, you know, and you're putting yourself in that environment, and I respect that. And have you found over the years throughout the Middle East and your travels all over the world, has anything really kind of helped you with understanding a bit of language or culture? What would you say?
What has helped me is I like to get off the beaten path and just try. I find away from where all the, let's say, tourists go and just speaking to people regularly, that really opens a door. And it seems like they try to help you more. They really try to help you. Whether I was in Ethiopia speaking to the older people, which is pretty cool, they're really receptive. They smile when they see you trying. And so, or in the Middle East, I was using the Arabic I learned, and they were very helpful. So the common denominator is just try to meet people on common ground, which is the language right now. Or don't be afraid to try the food.
That is some advice right there.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful, Walter. Well, I'm loving all of this. I would love to dive more into so many different aspects of your life, but maybe we'll have to bring you back when you start setting up some satellite
That'll be great.
offices around. But a question I'd love to end the show with here on NG Ingwen is if you could go back in time and talk to a younger Walter, would there be any advice that you share with yourself?
Yes. First one would be save your money, stupid. It sounds so simple and practical, but we don't. My mother used to say, earn a dollar, save a dime. And I would say, what's she talking about? She barely makes it sometimes. Oh, I wish. One thing my brother said, our mother has pockets of advice. Well, of course. I know how to give a lot of advice because I've made enough mistakes. Just do it the reverse of what I've done. The other thing I would tell myself, just keep going at it. Keep pushing. I wish I had kept pushing younger. Keep pushing. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged. And when you feel like you want to give up, well, just take a break because it's still there and keep pushing. And you'll find yourself getting a lot closer to your goals a lot earlier because later on, and I've seen this happen, I see people doing what I wanted to do. And I'm like, I had that thought 3 years ago. And now they're doing it. And now I've messed up. So I would tell myself, don't give up and save your money.
Don't give up and save your money.
Yes.
That's some great advice.
It is.
Anyone hearing this now who's under 20, that's some solid advice.
That's the best advice.
Best advice. I could use that advice. But beautiful, Walter. Well, it's been a pleasure. I wish you nothing but success.
Thank you.
Great to have your voice here and your handsome face on camera and the tall giraffe.
Yes.
I love it. The tall giraffe. Oh, man. Too funny. But can there be any way people can contact you, find you on social media? How could they reach out to you if they want to hire you for some acting?
Oh, well, yeah, I am on Facebook. My name, Walter, W-A-L-T-E-R, Rooks, R-O-O-K-S. You'll find several of them, but the younger one, because my dad's there, and a cousin. We've shared this name, which is weird. But me, the giraffe-looking guy.
The handsome giraffe.
I'm on Instagram at Speaking to the World. And I do some TikTok, which I like TikTok because I just like making videos and doing the music. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But which is my name, Walter Rooks. Or you can just email me, walter.rooks@gmail.com. And finally, you can find me. I do have a podcast, which I stopped doing for a while, but Tony said, don't stop. It's called Off the Top of Your Head. You can find it on Spotify. And they're about 6 or 7 minutes long. And I used to enjoy doing them. I usually do them laying in the bed when a thought would come to me. But maybe that'll help you. It helps me sometimes. Maybe it won't, but try it out.
Speaking to the world and off the top of your head.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome, Walter. Well, it's a pleasure, man. Thank you for making some time and making the journey up from Taichung.
Well, thank you for having me. I've enjoyed it. I enjoy driving here and looking at the scenery.
Beautiful, beautiful.
在第二段一开始这边，我们提到 Walter 之前因为工作是帮军队配给武器嘛，所以常常都会各个国家到处跑。加上因为他是在刚才我们讲的 Oak Ridge 田纳西那个原子弹诞生地长大，邻居很多呢都是来自其他国家的科学家，所以从小常就是都会跟来自各国的同学一起上课，也因此让他学会欣赏尊重各种不同的文化。那后来搬到台湾之后，可能也因为这样子的价值观，让他更能适应我们这里的生活方式，我们的语言文化，尤其台湾整个散发出来的年轻的那个氛围，让他觉得哇，这里真的是很青春，很有个人特色的一个地方，就跟伦敦很像。那在讲到这边的时候，他不是也有提到有一阵子是住饭店嘛？那我们饭店人员都很热心的帮忙，什么都给他弄得好好好。讲到这个尾声的时候，他用了一句片语 so to speak， 这什么意思大家知道吗？就是我们常讲的可以说是怎样怎样怎样。好，它算是一种插入语，常就是会加在句尾的地方。所以像这边 Walter 说 I really enjoy the people of Taiwan and how they embrace foreigners, so to speak， 就是在表达他可以说是真的很喜欢台湾人，也觉得我们大方接受外来人士真的很赞这样。好，这边还有其他几个类似的例子，我们也顺便来练习练习。如果今天家里某个人对数字很有概念，每年要报税啦，或是如果要处理财务相关的事情，都是他出嘛，很像是家里专属的会计师那样子，就可以说 She or he is our accountant, so to speak。 好，他可以说是我们的会计师，因为他不是真的是会计师嘛，只是很像，所以加了 so to speak 来带出这样子的概念。或是像可能你们一群朋友里面每次出去玩都会有一个人跟旅行团导游一样，方向感特好不说，还都知道哪里有好吃好玩的，那你就可以说 He is our tour guide, so to speak。 好，再来他们聊到的是 Walter 学中文的经验。除了找家教上课对整个学习很有帮助以外，当然也是他自己有心愿意去学一个新的语言啦齁。加上他可能本身也是比较偏向走一个独特路线的人，好，就是喜欢做一些别人不常做的事，去人少去的地方，所以这对他学中文也是颇有帮助。因为他就会去那些大家不常去比较当地又没有游客的地方，好，就可以利用机会跟当地人练习讲中文。聪明哦。那他们在讲到这里的时候， Walter 用这句 get off the beaten path 说明了他独特的性格，因为他意思是人迹罕至，大家不常去的地方嘛。好像有时候可能听到一些广告或是旅游文章写说 get off the beaten path，就是指去一些特别大家没去过的地方。好，不过有时候它其实也可以延伸这个含义，用来形容非主流、异于平凡的意思，所以也才显现出我们来宾做事一些比较特别的特性。那在访谈的最后，除了希望自己要多存点钱以外， Walter 也呼吁大家，我们不管做什么事情都不要轻易放弃，好，要坚持到底，要 keep pushing。如果感觉自己好像要放弃了，没关系，不用硬拼，就给他休息一下。但不是说你休息就停咯，是休息完赶快再接着继续。好啦，希望大家有从这次的内容学到一些东西。有兴趣的话呢，待会节目过后也可以去听听他的音频节目哦。
Awesome. All right, everyone. We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Well, that is our NG Ingwen show for today. We hope everyone enjoyed listening to that. You can connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now Spotify. You can search NG Ingwen, or you can search on IG, NG English, ICRT. And don't forget to tune in every Wednesday morning from 6:30 to 7, and Wednesday night from 9 to 9:30. We'll catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
好啦，今天的节目就到这边告一段落啦，感谢各位的收听，别忘了订阅我们的 Spotify 还有 YouTube 频道哦。那喜欢我们节目的话，也要记得到 Instagram 到 IG 上追踪我们哦。如果各位有什么其他问题是想要问来宾的，也请欢迎在底下留言告诉我们，我们一定会想办法帮你问到手。好啦，那就下周在空中相会咯，拜拜。